Alright guys, welcome back to part 27. This isn't continuing from the last part. I actually stopped recording after that last one. And annoyingly, all the asteroids in the area respawned. So that was a little silly. But, taking a look around at some stuff, I did remember that there are these weird blockades behind the first island that I couldn't get through. So I'm just gonna go and shoot those open. So you're going across open space like this, even the speed up seems kinda slow. I'm not sure if that's just me. Oh, I think this all actually really cool. I'm kinda surprised I don't really see many people talk about it. But I think Yooka-Laylee isn't one of those games that, like, people can make videos on for a year. Okay, I'll have to make sure to get those. I thought there was a, is that the only one? I thought I saw something else that was being blockaded. Maybe it was on the second island then. Oh, it must have been on the second island, because I remember finding a thing where it was blockaded. Yeah, it was on the second island, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, coming back and checking the first one was a good one. I'll have to make sure to go pick those up once I turn back. I like the music here too, it sounds nice. And the background kind of ambient sea noises. They actually don't sound like, they're not like annoying or anything, which is nice. They're nice ambiance. Yeah, here's where it was. Because this just looks like... Unfortunately, I can't just like beach myself. Yes, I can. Can I just beach myself? Nope. So there are a couple of things I would ask to be changed about this game. Like being able to swap back and forth like instantly. I don't think it would be a good idea, but. I noticed that also when you go to transform with this form, because it has a bunch of like secondary things to do, she reruns you past all the button prompts again. So she's like, use this to move, and this to accelerate, and this to... and this is all your specials. Okay, I really wanted to touch on a couple of things and reinforce these. I have to praise the game a lot for its sounds. The background and all that stuff sounds amazing. I didn't find anything in this game particularly imposing. Nothing really drove me nuts in it, especially for sound-wise, which is really good. I thought the sounds were all well put together. I thought the sounds that Yooka-Laylee made all sounded fine. I didn't hate any of them, which is great. But, to put on a downside of that, I find this game wastes a lot of your time. And, like, I get that it is a rare rival, and past most of the other things that I'm okay putting up with, like the awkward camera angles and the kind of clunky controls and stuff like that, like, I like this game. I like it a lot more than I should have any right to. But the biggest problem is that, like, stuff like talking to Dr. Puzz to have to change back between your forms, why do I have to do that every time? I shouldn't have to. I should just walk up to the platform, hit a button, and then that's it. Or, like, a good example was in the ice level. Every time you transfer between areas in the isometric castle, you had to go through a loading screen. Why? Why is it, like, I understand splitting up in different areas because it lets you, I could understand how people might be able to cheat the system doing that. But the biggest problem is that it's still a huge time waster. That's like 6 or 7 seconds that I'm just doing nothing, waiting for the, you know, the boo noise to play over and over and over again. Or even on this level is a good example. Even in the isometric area, I can see that if they design the rooms separately and independently and put them together like that, I could at least understand the loading times there. But a good example is in this level, they have a giant tube that links the first and second island. And that's great and everything. But why does it have to have a loading time? Why isn't it just instant? You know, why don't I just fly up and go through it? There's no animation that's funny to watch that could play like the first time or two. I don't understand how they passed up these opportunities. And I get that they didn't have an endless amount of money, but there's things that I feel like they could have done a little bit better in this game. And if one thing that I had to change about this game would be how much time they waste for me. So it's just a pet peeve, you know? Oh, I can talk to him. This game for thawing me. Expand this world so we can begin an adventure together. Okay. First, fly over here. But, still. It's one of those things where, I feel like having to explain it to you every time is a little silly. Can make that. Fluff, 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 Let's close out of the way so I don't have to come back from. Okay. I need to figure out what to do with these things. This blue ghost. Do I just have to cloak long enough for me to pick them up?
Hey.
Oh, was that it? Jesus. Damn it. Ooh. Oops, wrong button. There we go. So all I have to do is just hit it with the sound wave. Okay, that's the first island first to pick up those things. Don't want to forget about these quills I unlocked. Water. I also like the aesthetics. I think the kind of undersea look to this level is actually really nice. Ooh. Even the backgrounds look really nice. See what's in here. This is like the last place I can go, so we'll see what I can get. What am I after page? I need one more. So hopefully I'll get a page out of this. Oh my god, it's legitimately an instant kill. So I could just fly over this. Although it kind of seems like that's what they want me to do. So I don't feel like I have enough time to roll across that track. Alright, it's fine. I can come down, I just want to get all your clothes. I think it's a little silly that when dealing with those things. Oh, well shit. Wait, does that put me all the way back up to this, back to the start? It does. Okay, well I got all the clothes in the first series. Oh, the enemies respawn? Hopefully, no. Before I open this thing up, I'm gonna... Yeah, my energy recharge. Cool. Hey, you over here. Oh, sure, we'll be right over. Hey, Paigey, we completed the challenge. Can you please unlock the cagey for us? Sure thing. Won't be a moment. This isn't the first time this has happened. Sorry, friends. I'm have a cage fight. I just can't get this to budge. What are you going to do about it? We need to collect you. I could try slipping out of these bars. Stand back a second. How about that? It worked. Are you telling me you pages could have fit through the bars this whole time? You have to understand, it's quite comfortable in there. I like how we had one who is too stupid to get out of the bars on his own. And we got another one that was just like, no, I liked it in there. God damn it. Stupid fucking... Whoa. Wait a tick, is this just Wata now? Okay, what's on the other side then? Let us see. No, okay. I was thinking maybe they might have like stashed a quill down here or something. How are my totals looking? I'm doing really well on quills apparently, but I'm not doing super hot on pages. Trouble stack chocolates. I have to go back and get that blue guy eventually at some point. That was stupid and didn't. I was sure I friggin' tried just shooting sound waves at him. Maybe I just didn't. Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's, that'll be it for now. Call that an episode, and then I guess next episode we'll, expand this world and see what's going on with it. I do find it kind of weird, like, of all the reviews and stuff, like, nobody talks about this world. I wonder why. Because I just thought it was okay? I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.